Now we have KV Arjun waiting to present his paper on the Tantric practice of Ernakulathappan Temple, an inevitable part of Kerala Tantra.
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Respected Chair, Sir Nagaraj Sir, and my dear friends, a warm good morning to one and all. Sir. नमस्सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमः. अहम् अद्यत्र केरला तन्त्रम् अधिकृत्य किञ्चित् वदामि. The Ernakulathappan Temple, the temple is actually a case study. My paper is on Kerala Tantra. Next slide. Next one. Thank you. Tantrism. It generally refers to Orthodox Vedic tradition. We all are the part of our Vedic culture. The four Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharva Veda. The Kerala Tantra mainly focused on Yajurveda. In India, actually based on Kerala Tantra, in India, Kashmir Tantra, Bengal Tantra and Kerala Tantra is the most important tantric systems. Kerala Shaiva tradition follows the Kashmiri Shaivism. Those are different, but actually those are same in ritualistic practices. Tantrism is not just limited to the boundary of a temple ritual. It inclusive in nature, so we can't decide the boundary of a tantric ritual. Next one. Kerala Tantra has a unique space in the tantric tradition. It is based on family practices. So Kerala Tantra varies from family to family. Mainly it is based on 32 Brahmin settlements. Brahmin settlements very much influence the Kerala Tantra. In the early period, the Kerala Tantra are divided into 64 Brahmin culture or 64 villages. In the medieval period, the 32 Brahmin settlements happened. Then the Kerala Tantra became the part of 32 Brahmin settlements or the 32 Nambudiri Grama. Next one. Brahmin settlements happened in the medieval period. Those villages are known as the Nambudiri Grama. So those 32 villages are divided into three types. Between rivers Perimanpura and Karimanpura, between rivers Karimanpura and Cherni, between rivers Cherni and Cape Comarian. Next one. So the 32 Brahmin settlements, first one is between rivers Perimpura and Karimanpura. The first village is known as the Payyanur village. Payyanur village is the most traditional village in the Kerala Tantric system or the Tantra Sampradaya. Payyanur Sampradayam is known as the earliest form of Tantric Sampradaya. One of the traditional Brahmin village located in the North Kerala. So next one is Talipramba village. So Talipramba village is in the Kannur district. The great Pudayur Bhashyam and Pudayur Sampradayam under this Talipramba village. Though Talipramba village is mentioned in the Mushika Vamsha Kavya and the Kogala Sandesha. Next one is Alatur, Kayanatola, Shukapuram, Karikad in Malappuram district. Then Pannur, Ishanamangalam in Palakkad district. Trishur Perur, Perivanam in Trishur district. Next one. So next, between rivers Karimanpura and Cherni, Chemmanda, Avittatur, those are Trishur district. Iringalkuda system plays a key role in the Kerala Tantric practice, especially in the middle of Kerala. Iringalkuda is the one of the traditional Brahmin village. That Iringalkuda Sampradaya, Pandal Sampradaya, Kaimukha Sampradaya, there are so many varieties are there. Next one is Kulavur and Atavur, Thrissur district. Then Paravur, Airanakulam, Ernakulathappan district. Next please. Between river Cherni and Cape Commarian, Etumanur in Kottayam district, Kidangur, Idukki district, Changanur, Venmani, Tiruvalla. So most of the Nambudiri Grama in medieval period gives more importance to Shaiva tradition. They follows the Shaiva system as the part of their Tevaram or the deity of their own family tradition. So in Kerala Tantra, the Kerala Brahmins gives more importance to Abhivadyam. Actually, it's a greeting to our deity. I think there is no such sampradaya in other tantric tradition. Those fingers using Abhivadaye, Narayana, Sharma, Nama, this is the Abhivadyam. Abhivadyam is the part of our tantric tradition. The pattern has varied from the ritual system. It is based on deity. It gives respect to the deity. Then after the Abhivadyam, this one is known as Attakam. Attakam. In Yajurvediya Sampradaya, Attakam is Susharmasi Supratishthano Brihadukshe Nama Eshate Yonya Vishwebhyaswa Devebhya. Edat Bhavati Attakam. This is the mudra. Next please. So Avanipalaga, Kerala Brahmins gives more importance to Avanipalaga. It is a flat wooden seat, ideal to sit to perform puja. Next please. Punyaham, every tantric ritual starts with Punyaham. Punyaham is a part of Shuddhi or cleaning. It performs with the cooperation of 5 men. It is known as the Panchapunyaha. It needs some tantric requirements like Kinti, Darbha, some Tulasi. So Punya is a mantra. Dadhikravanno akarisham jishno rashwasya vachina surabhino mukha karal prana ayum shitarishal apohishtamayo bhuva sthana urje dadhachana maheranaya chakshase yova shivata morasa tasya bhaje dehana ushatiriva matara tasma arankamavavo yasya kshayaya jinnotha apo janayathachana. Next please. Shaiva rituals. In the early and medieval periods, Kerala Brahmins gives a respectful place for Shaiva rituals. Already, Kerala Shaiva rituals shows similarities to Kashmiri Shaivism. As a part of my study, I visited Kashmir. There are so many similarities, Kashmir Shaivism and Kerala Shaiva system. Most Kerala Brahmins to do Shaiva puja as part of their daily family rituals or Tevaram. Next please. Abhisheka is the most important thing in this temple, in Ernakulathappan Temple. The Shaiva is the Swayambhu Shiva. The stone is Swayambhu. The bimbam is in a single rock. It is fixed in the Peedham. So Kerala Brahmins do arpanam to the Peedham, not to the Lingam. There is always a dhara going on except the time of Nivedya. Actually, generally there is only one dhara in the early morning, but in this temple there is always dhara happens except the time of Nivedya. Next please. Rudra Abhisheka. Sri Rudra Abhisheka is one of the most powerful worship. Rudra Abhishekam is a part of the daily temple ritual. Sri Rudram chanting empowers the Lord Shiva and it gives peacefulness. Sri Rudram comes in the 24th Anuvaga of the Krishna Yajurvediya Taittiriya Samhita, also in the Rigveda. Next please. In Yajurveda there are 2 categories, Krishna Yajurvediya and Shukla Yajurvediya. The Krishna Yajurveda contains 7 kantas. Kantas are divided into 44 chapters or parchas. Namakam, also known as the Rudram or Sri Rudram, Athava Rudra Prasnam. It is in the 24th chapter. Namah Shivaya. It is in the 8th Anuvaka. So next please. Rudram contains 11 suktas. Namaste Rudramanyava Utoda Ishave Nama Namo Hiranyabhave Senanye Dishanchapate Nama Namas Sahamanaya Nivyadhina Avyadhinina Pate Nama Nama Avyadhinibhyo Vividhandibhyascha Vo Nama Namo Bhavaya Cha Rudraya Cha Namo Jyeshthaya Kanishthaya ja, Nama Iranyaya ja Pravathyaya ja, Namo Dundubhyaya ja, Nama Somaya ja. So extra Drabe and Sahasrani Sahasrashoye. Those are the 11 suktas. Namakam gets its name because of the repeated usage of the word Nama in the every end of the every line. Namasahamanaya nivyadhina avyadhinina ampadaye nama. The nama, then namo nama is the repeated usage. Namo hiranyabhave sena nyedisha anjapadaye namo nama. The nama is the repeated usage. So it gets the name. It contains 170 lines. During the time of Maharudra and Adirudra, used different kinds of dravya, milk, ghee, pure water, extra. Actually, 11 different kinds of dravyas. Next, please. Ekasha Rudra, it done in the one-day chanting. When it is recited 11 times, it is called Ekadasha Rudra. One person chants the 11 Rudras, the 11 suktas, 11 times it is known as the Ekasha Rudra. Then Maharudra, it is 11 days, 11 person chants Rudras into 11 times, it is known as the Maharudra. Then Adirudra, a group of contains 11 people, and those 11 groups chants Rudra 11 days, 11 times, it is known as the Adirudra. Next one is Vasodhara. The last day of Adirudra and Maharudra, the Vasodhara happens. Vasodhara done with Chamaka or Chamaka Kute. Also there are 11 suktas. Agna, Vishnu, Sajosha, Sema, Vardhandu, Vangira. Then Jeshtenjama, Adhipatyinchame, Sanchame, Mayeschame, Ukchame, Sunardachame, Agnishame, Gharmaschame, Agnishama, Indraschame, extra into Ekachame, Tisraschame. Those are the 11 suktas. In the 26th chapter of the Krishna Yajurvedya Taittiriya Samhita, this the part is known as Chamakam, ends with Chame, the repeated usage of Chame, Chame, Eka Chame, Tisras Chame, Panja Chame, the word Chame. It the Vasodhara done with ghee, pure ghee. Next one. The Homachara, the special Homachara in happened this temple, invited Lord Rudra with Aguti, Prayujegnaye Swaha, Medhai Manasegnaye Swaha, Dikshai Tapasegnaye Swaha, Ushneknaye Swaha, Apo Devir, Brihadir, Vishwashambhuva, Dyava Prathivi, Urvandariksham. Offer the ghee through some Yajurveda mantras and clean the Homa Kunda or the Homa pit. Next one. The Sri Kovil has no windows and only one large door opening to mainly towards the east. So it is based on the Murti or the Bimba. The Sri Kovil may be built in the different plan shapes, square, rectangular, circular, etc. Of this, the fair plan shows an even distribution throughout Kerala. Next, please. Mandapa is the part of Sri Kovil used for Vedic and Tantric rituals. Those types of Vedic chanting and Kalasha Abhisheka happens in the Mandapa. Kalasha Abhisheka is one of the most important part of Tantric rituals. The Kalasha Kumbha Avahati with the mantra of Haumsa Shujisha Dvasurandarikshasat Dhota Vedisha Adithar Duronasat Nrashadvarasat Ritasat Dhyomasat Abja Goja Rataja Adrija Ratam Brihat. Especially Kalabha Abhisheka, Navakam and Kalasham extra. In front of the Sri Kovil is the Mandapa. Next one. Tantra Samuchaya is the one of the most important texts based on Kerala Tantra. It is authenticated reference manual in the field of Tantric rituals written by Chenas Narayana Nambutiri. Tantra Samuchaya is the most influential and widely practiced ritual manual of Kerala. It was written in the 40th century. Other bhashyams are followed by the Tantra Samuchaya in Kerala. It is written in the Malayalam language. So next one. Pudayur Bhashyam, it comes from the Taliparamba village or Taliparamba Sampradaya. It is done by Pudayur Vasudevan Nambudiri. Next one. So this research problem attempts to study the tantric practices of Ernakulathappan Temple and the daily rituals of the deity. The temple rituals are connected with the Shaiva culture. It is necessary to analyze and study this problem in this secular age. Thank you. Next one. So Pradosha is the most important day for Shaiva rituals. Pradosha evening is very special to the deity. In this evening, deity take a special bath that is known as the Bhasma Abhisheka. The Pradosha Vibhuti is very significant. The mantra with प्रतिपुरुषमेककपालान् निर्वपति एकमतिरिक्तं यावन्तो गृह्यास्मस्ते भ्यः करं करं पशूनां शर्म यजमाना. The great mantras are under this category, and also the Namah Shivaya, the great Panchakshari mantra under the 8th Anuvaka. Namah Somaya cha Rudraya cha, Namah Tamraya cha Runaya cha, Namah Shangaya cha Pashupataye cha, Namah Ugraya cha Bhimaya cha, Namo Agre Vadhaya cha Dure Vadhaya cha, Namo Handre cha Haniyase cha, Namo Vrikshebhyo Harikeshebhya, Namah Staraya, Namah Shambhave cha Mayobhave cha, Namah Shankaraya cha Mayaskaraya cha. The last one is Namah Shivaya cha Shivataraya cha. Next, please. The Kodiyatam is a part of the temple festival. The Kodiyatam done with Kodimaram. Kodimaram or Dhwaja Stampa plays a key role in the Kodiyatam. The annual festival of the temple began with the auspicious Kodiyatam. It has a special Muhurta. Next, please. Dhwaja Stampa is known as Kodimaram. Next, please. Mula Puja, it is a part of annual festival. The Mula Puja done with the Navadhanya. The Navadhanya vary from the deity, the Shaiva and Vaishnava deity, vary from deity. So next, please. Festival is the part of the temple ritual. Utsava is the part of Tantric rituals. At the time of festival, many Tantric puja were going on in the temple, and Kodiyatam is a part of the annual festival. Utsava Shiveli. Actually, the Utsava Shiveli is one of the most important part of Kerala temple rituals. It is the part of daily rituals. It is known as the Shiveli, but in the time of festival, it is known as the Utsava Shiveli. Next, please. Utsavabali is an expanded version of daily Shiveli. Pallivetta is a part of festival. Pallivetta happened on the previous day of the Arat. The last day of festival is known as Arat. The previous day of Arat, it is known as the Pallivetta. The last day of the festival is Arat, that is known as ritual bath. Next, please. Pallikurp is the part of Pallivetta. It is actually, Pallikurp is the birthday celebration of the deity. It is actually based on Shaiva ritual. The Tiruvadira Nakshatra is the star of Lord Shiva. Pallikurp is the final session of the annual festival. Next, please. Kalashabhisheka is the peculiar feature of the Ernakulathappan Temple, and influence the family tantric practices also there. Prayoga Manjari is the most important text about Shaiva worship. The temple ritual are done with the acceptance of the Tantri, and the Tantri enjoys supreme power in the ritual activities of the temple. Next, please. So this is the inside the Ernakulathappan Temple, the temple well. This last picture is there is a Grantha script in there. Grantha is one of the most oldest script in India. So it is in the Sri Kovil Grantha script. Next, please. Thank you.
Any questions, comments? Many. Oh, great. Yeah.
There is, there is a general belief, according to some of the scholars, that some of the rituals of both Shaiva and Shakta traditions are derived from the respective Shrauta tradition of the respective regions. Well, because we find such rituals in the Grihya tradition also. So, but in our Indian tradition, we don't say who has borrowed from which. We only say that all of them are inclusive in their nature. There will be Shaiva traditions in, within Shaiva tradition as well as Shakta tradition, some elements of Shrauta, whereas in other traditions also there will be a mixture of the other traditions. Inclusive nature, that is our Indian tradition. So I am happy that you referred to that Punyaha Vachana, which is generally derived from the Shrauta tradition and also the Grihya tradition.
Oh. Great. Shefali. Phone.
The priests in Kerala temples, when they worship, they use certain hand gestures, it's almost like a dance, and they do not speak the mantras like they speak in Tamil Nadu or anywhere else. They mentally chant it. So what are those hand gestures? Do they have a meaning, or it's almost like a dance-like movement?
He was showing one of them. Ashtaka is one of those mudras. Yeah, Attakam is a Keralite form of Ashtakam only.
Actually, mudras are the part of Tantra and Tantric. There is Vedic Tantra and Tantric Tantra. In Vedic Tantra, there is Vedic chanting, and also the Tantric mudras are there. Astra mudra and so many mudras are like this is the Shankh mudra. Shankh mudra or any types of mudras are there. This is for Raksha mudra, Astra mudra. So there are so many mudras are there.
Yeah, that is Shefaliji's expression, it looks like a dance, is very apt. The Marjana mantras, Apohishtama Yobuha, etc., that he was mentioning, are part of regular Sandhyavandanam also to all Brahmins. So the same Marjana mantra is being used for Marjana there also. And there are mudras during Gayatri Japa. There are the 24 mudras and the Ashtamudras. Actually, when they are performed in the sequence, in the speed with which they are to be performed, it looks like a dance only. Actually, there are books with me published in Tamil and Kannada where there is a comparison of dance hastas, Natya Shastra hastas, and the mudras of Shrota Paddhati and the Smarta Paddhati. There is a comparison of them, and probably the hastas of Natya Shastra had a prior mudra system from the Shrauta as their precursor. So if you do those mudras in the speed with which they are to be performed, it looks exactly like a dance only. Every day, if, for example, if a Sandhyavandanam performing Brahmin, if he performs all the 24 or Ashtamudras, which are Avahana and Udvasana mantras, it looks like a dance only. So any Sandhyavandanam performing Brahmin might look like dance performing person only. And with regard to chanting inside, mental chanting or outside chanting, there are various beliefs. Kerala follows strictly. All that this young person so enthusiastically was performing, it was so cute that he thought most of them are exclusive to Kerala Tantra, but they are not. If he does a comparative study moving all around the country, he might realize that they are part of the other systems also. What is so beautiful about the Kerala system is that they have preserved the tradition intact in a very strict form, and there is a huge formalization through the books that he was mentioning. They are in Malayalam. Those Malayali books have formalized the system. They preserved the tradition in such an intact way, whereas in many other places, all these, for example, Abhivadyam he was mentioning is part of Sankalpam only. But at the end of Sankalpam, what happens? They preserved in the form of Abhivadyam very strictly. So there are many of those which are strictly maintained. Kerala, not only in this, in preserving the Samskrita Natakas, Bhasa Natakas, everything, we have to preserve Kerala, first of all. Because if we want to know what happened in ancient India, Kerala has to be preserved, first of all. It has to be saved from the left. Okay. And Rohit.
Interesting presentation, nicely decorated, and you very well presented agamic traditions of Kiral Kram. Actually, I want to know some queries. Actually, you just told Atirudram, Maharudram, etc. Before Rudram chanting, did the parampara follows any Rudra Nyasa, like Rudra Laghu Nyasa, Maha Nyasa? These are also. Is there any rituals? I just want to know. Like.
Actually, Rudra were using the part of Homachara and also normal Maharudra, Atirudra. In Homachara, there are so many tantric parts.
Actually, these are the mantras, but before chanting mantra, we should.
Only for Homachara.
We should follow the Nyasa.
Nyasa only for Homachara.
Okay, means Rudra Laghunyas or Mahanyas followed.
Only Rudra chanting is Maharudra and Atirudra. Nyasa only for Homachara practice.
No, not Nyasa. Rudram has a specific Nyas. Prajanane Brahma Tishtatu, Padayor Vishnus Tishtatu, such like that.
Okay. Both these youngsters are so cute. Actually, what you are calling Lagunyasa and Mahanyasa are two types of nyasa only. He is saying either it is Lagunyasa or Mahanyasa, both are performed only in Homachara.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay?
Now understood.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
you just told there is influence of Kashmir Shaivism on Kerala Tantra, I also know. But you also mentioned that there was also influence of Tevaram. But Tevaram is, belongs to Saiva Siddhanta. So is there any family tradition? Means both Saiva Siddhanta and Kashmir tradition, both influence this. Okay, na? Okay, okay. I just want to know this. Just last question. What is the philosophical background of Kerala Tantra? I want to know, but I didn't know so much about Kerala Tantra because there is also a Kerala Tantra Shakta sect, like Ashwakranta, most probably. So there is any difference, or both are same, or absorbed to each other?
Would you like to answer, or you say that was
Actually,
not
I don't know about this. I just asked for my curiosity.
No, no. If you want to answer, please answer. Actually, he is trained in a Tantra Vidya Pathashala. How to perform Tantra Vidya, he is trained. But the other aspects, the darshana aspects, you are talking about darshana, it is his personal learning. He learnt on his own, he will share that.
Sorry, just only one word that our Kerala Tantra practices is the philosophical background. Actually, it is the family practices is the philosophical background. The father or the family follows which deity or which Tevaram, the son also follows that deity or the.
Means mostly focus given on Parartha Puja or Atmartha Puja. Okay, practices. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay, okay.
there are so many difference are there.
Okay, 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 yes.
There is one Abhijit from Kerala who is doing a very big project on the entire Kerala Tantra, and his project includes how Kashmira Shaiva Darshana is part of the Kerala Tantra also. It has been part of Kerala Tantra also. So, Darshana wise, it is not different from the pre-Abhinav Gupta or later to Abhinav Gupta, Kashmir Shaiva Darshana only.
Also, sir, Krama sect also have influence in Kerala Tantra. There are also Upasana, Dwadash Kalika, Kalchangri. There are also concepts in Kerala Krama also.
Yeah,
I read in a blog.
but that is actually in the actual practice. For example, in this Tantra Vidya Pathashala, they don't give so much significance to Darshana teaching. Darshana learning is generally a personal practice. Most of these Tantris, they personally learn the Darshana aspect through books like Vijnana Bhairav Tantra or other Sri Vidya Granthas and other things. Okay. So,
Thank you.
so lovable, so cute. You have shared wonderfully, and we are all indebted to you and all the Kerala Tantris for preserving the tradition in such an intact way. And your paper shows how strictly Kerala has preserved the original tradition in such a beautiful way, very strict way, very formal way. It's highly formalized in Kerala tradition. Thank you very much for that, and it shows how much interest you have evoked.